Okay, my name is Dr. Ayana Howard. I am a professor in the School of Electrical and Computer Engineering at the Georgia Institute of Technology. My lab is doing research in robotics, primarily in field robotics and in robotics for children with disabilities to give them therapy and education.
I'm Carrie Beth Frykowski. I teach 6th grade Earth Science at Vickery Creek Middle School. I'm part of the PRIME program, which focuses on incorporating arts and engineering. The robot project is inspired by a real robot called the iSpin that was developed at Georgia Tech. And in Dr. Howard's lab, a student named Anthony Spears helped develop the electronics in that robot. And what happened with the robot is they sent it to Antarctica, literally under the ice, drilled a hole for it, and then dropped it down in the ice so it could explore places where we've never been before. In a long time, we hope that this type of robot would be able to go to Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, which is a lot like Antarctica, covered in an icy shell, frozen or liquid water underneath it, so that we can figure out if there's life underneath the water. So with the student activity, they'll get to explore in the maze that's enclosed, so they don't totally know where they are, just like with Antarctica or Europa, where we're looking for something we've never seen before with a robot. So in the project, the kids will have a phone or some sort of camera attached to their robot, and as it goes through the maze, it'll do a live feed of where they're located in the maze, just like with the iSpin robot from Dr. Howard's lab. And so in the maze, I've hidden little aliens or animals that the kids are looking for, and it's really a game, so they'll earn points based on how many animals they can find. Just like when the robots went to Antarctica and looked under the ice, they found all sorts of life that they weren't really expecting to find. So I want the kids to know what it feels like to A, not know where you are, but B, what it's like when you discover something that you didn't expect to be there. When the robots are going through the maze, they have a marker attached to the back, and it traces the path that the robot goes on as it makes its way through the maze. So when the kids are finished going through the maze, they can look at the piece of paper and see the path that the robot actually took, which is nice because they probably couldn't tell where exactly it was in the enclosed maze to begin with. But when I looked at that piece of paper, it looks to me like continuous line art. And so the art inspiration for me came from Picasso's continuous line drawings. So I wanted the kids to, one, learn about those, but two, be able to make their own. And not just make their own line drawings, but to turn them into a little wire sculpture. So they've got more of a representation of it that's not just on paper. I am a science person. I love earth science. I don't consider myself artistic, but I enjoy the arts. So with the program, I really like how I can bring the arts to the classroom, and the kids get to try out new things that aren't normally part of the curriculum.